Hello everyone. Today I thought it would be fun to create an autumn-themed cocktail party. Here's the menu. I'm serving a sweet potato and black bean sheet pan quesadilla, herbed goat cheese bites that are outfitted with a pretzel stick handle, a rich and vibrant beetroot hummus, and a signature cocktail that I call the Autumn Leaf. So the first thing we are going to make is the beetroot hummus. Now, I made the same hummus yesterday, and it was so incredibly delicious that Lisette and I could not stop eating it. The ingredients for this beetroot hummus are really simple. I'm starting with chickpeas from a 15-ounce can, and I did drain and rinse the chickpeas, and I reserved the aquafaba, which is the liquid in the can. And we can put the chickpeas right in the food processor. Then I need to add either 2 cloves of garlic or the equivalent in garlic paste, salt, a generous pinch, the juice of 1 lemon, six generous tablespoons of tahini, and 1 medium or medium-large cooked beet. Now, I cooked this beet yesterday in my Instant Pot, so let me take you back to yesterday to show you the method. You can roast or boil beets if you like, but I find that cooking them in the Instant Pot is very easy to do. I put the beets on a rack in my Instant Pot. Then I added 2 cups of water and pressure cooked the beets for 25 minutes. Once the beets were cool enough to handle, their peels slipped off very easily. I'm going to quarter this beet. And in it goes. We can start blending this, and then I will add some aquafaba as needed. Besides the fabulous color they contribute, beets also give ordinary hummus an earthy sweetness that is almost indescribable. The color of this hummus is just spectacular. My hummus is a little too thick, so I'm going to thin it out with some of the aquafaba. Taste test. This is the kind of hummus that makes me go weak in the knees. Totally delicious. I'm going to cover and refrigerate this hummus, and then shortly before serving time, I will garnish it and drizzle it with some really good olive oil. To the refrigerator. I'm going to clean up my workstation, and then we can take a short drive to the local apple orchard. I need to pick up some apple cider for our signature cocktail.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin. Restoring
We are home again, and I want to make a signature cocktail for this party. And I believe this cocktail is my own invention. I'm going to call it the Autumn Leaf. And we need 2 cups or 500 mils of apple cider. I suppose you could use apple juice here. Put that into a pitcher. Two cups or 500 mils of pineapple juice. I should give this a shake. This is pure pineapple juice. One cup or 250 mils of spiced rum. Now, spiced rum contains flavorings of cinnamon and nutmeg and I think allspice. Give this a stir. Then I'm going to cover this and pop it into the refrigerator. I want this to be very, very cold by serving time. I will serve this in small cocktail glasses and maybe add a cinnamon stick for garnish. This next appetizer is actually an experiment for me. I'm going to make some of the goat cheese balls that I've seen on the internet. And I'm going to coat the balls in chives from the garden. So let's head outside. I want to chop these chives rather finely. I've seen these goat cheese balls coated with not only chives, but with ground nuts and dried fruit. So you can really use anything you want to coat the cheese balls. So I have 8 ounces or 226 grams of goat cheese here, and I have let the cheese soften to room temperature. And I can put the goat cheese right in my cleaned out food processor. If you don't like goat cheese, I suppose you could use cream cheese here. Now I'm going to add a hard cheese. This is about 1 cup of Parmesan, finely grated. And mix. Scrape this into a bowl. Now, besides the chopped chives, I also have some almonds that I ground earlier. So we're going to experiment. I'm going to form this cheese mixture into pretty much bite-sized balls. So the cheese mixture made 20 bite-sized balls, which we are going to turn into attractive little appetizers. So I'm going to roll some of these balls in the chive, some I will roll in the chopped almond, and others I will roll in a combination of chive and almond. These goat cheese bites were a big hit with my guests. I will definitely make them again. Now let's do a combination of almond and chive. I need to pop these into the refrigerator so they can firm up. But I want to show you how I plan to serve these. It's a pretzel stick. Let's see. We have a lovely bite-sized hors d'oeuvre. Of course, we cannot refrigerate these with the pretzels attached because then the end of the pretzel would become soggy. So I'm going to refrigerate these until we need them, and then I will insert the pretzels. As I mentioned earlier, all of these appetizers, as well as the signature cocktail, can be prepared well ahead of time. Our cocktail party is tomorrow, and that is when I will make the sweet potato and black bean sheet pan quesadilla. Nighty-night, friends. Good morning. We have one more appetizer to do for this evening's cocktail party. I'm going to make a sheet pan quesadilla, and it will be filled with sweet potato and black beans. I need to peel the sweet potatoes and chop them. Now my oven has preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius. Now I need to put some olive oil in here, plus some salt and pepper. We will add other seasonings when we mash the sweet potatoes. Into the oven until the potatoes are absolutely tender. That will take probably 25 minutes. And our sweet potatoes are perfectly tender. And now we can mash the potatoes. And I'm going to mash mine with some ground cumin and some chili powder. I'm just experimenting here with flavors. I'm going to add some garlic paste and some onion powder. I don't think this mixture needs to be terribly smooth. It just needs to be spreadable. I've just had a taste of the sweet potato mixture. I like the taste, but I think I will like it even better when I add some cayenne pepper. Not too much. Another taste. Oh, this is perfect now. And here's my baking tray on which we will make the sheet pan quesadilla. I'm just adding some oil. The oil will help the tortillas to crisp in the oven. So to form the sheet pan quesadilla, I'm using burrito size tortillas. These are flour tortillas. And I'm putting 2 here and 2 over here. And I'm putting them about halfway. Well, I'm placing them so that half the tortilla is off the sheet pan. Then we need to fill in the gap in the center. And then we can start adding our filling. I will use an offset spatula to spread this sweet potato mixture. Now we need our black beans. These are organic black beans from a 15.5 ounce can. That's 439 grams. I think I want to add some cilantro to this. Let's head out to the garden. Also going to add some of the bell pepper that you and I grew together and that we cut up and froze. Cilantro, which I will roughly chop. I will save some of the cilantro for garnish. And of course, we need some queso. I'm using cheddar cheese. I looked online to see if anyone else had made a sweet potato and black bean sheet pan quesadilla, and there was nothing. So maybe we are the first. Now I'm going to put one tortilla. This is the 8th tortilla right in the center. And then we can fold over the two short ends. Fold over the tortillas from the long ends. Then I want to brush the top with a little more oil. And my oven is already preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius from when we roasted the sweet potatoes. And that's the same temperature we need for the sheet pan quesadilla. I'm going to put another baking sheet on top. I don't know if you have to put another baking sheet on top, but I always do. I'm going to bake this in the preheated oven for 20 minutes, and then I will remove the top sheet pan and continue baking for another 5 minutes or until the top of the tortillas have turned nicely brown. While the quesadilla is baking, I'm going to uncover the absolutely gorgeous root beet hummus that you and I made together yesterday and that we refrigerated overnight. It smells wonderful, even from here. Put this on an Enoch Woods platter. And then I'm going to add some olive oil over the top. And really, that's all the garnish that is required for this hummus. Into the platter, we can add celery sticks, carrot sticks, and maybe some crackers. And here are the goat cheese appetizers that we made yesterday and refrigerated overnight. I simply need to insert a pretzel stick in each one. Then we can arrange them on a platter. Now, if these goat cheese balls crack when you insert a pretzel, it just means the balls are too cold. So let them come to room temperature and then insert the pretzel. I'm going to decorate this platter overall with some chopped chive. I cannot tell you how amazing this smells. I'm going to slide this onto my cutting board for easy slicing. Now we need to put a little garnish on these squares of sheet pan quesadilla. Of course, I had to taste one of these for you. Let me tell you, this combination of sweet potato and black bean and garlic and onion powder, and what else did we put in here? Oh, the chopped bell pepper and cilantro and cheddar cheese, just amazing. There's no written recipe for this because this was just my own improvisation. So all of our appetizers are ready. We just need to finish this cocktail. And again, I'm calling this the autumn leaf. I'm going to add about 2 cups or 500 ml of ginger ale, just to give it some sparkle. Now remember, my apple cider, spiced rum, and pineapple juice were in the refrigerator overnight, so this is already quite cold. My ginger ale was also cold. I don't have to add any ice to this. And I'm going to serve the cocktail in cocktail glasses, which we can garnish with some apple wedges that I prepared earlier. I also want to add a cinnamon stick to each glass. Let's head into the parlor. Since this is an autumn cocktail party, I think we should decorate the table with some of the leftover winter squash that you and I bought together for the previous episode. Well, what a lovely way to spend an October evening with autumn-inspired appetizers and an autumn-inspired cocktail. My guests are due here soon, but I did want to have a sip of the cocktail for you. This is exquisite. We have the hint of the pineapple, the sweet earthiness of the apple cider, the spiciness from the spiced rum, and of course, the sparkle from the ginger ale. I hope you feel inspired to host your very own autumn cocktail party, whether you serve a cocktail or a mocktail at the event. Thank you so much for being here, friends, and I will see you in the next episode. Cheers.